What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the recording. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. Thank you, everyone who's been picking up Coffee Brand Coffee K-Cups. They are now in stock and shipping, and picking up all of our pumpkin spice and our spiked jack-o'-lantern and all this stuff. I'm really thankful for that. Promo code HATERS will save at the website. You may have seen this picture floating around the internet. This is a shop teacher, shop, who wears, I don't know what you would describe that as, like cartoon prosthetics, okay? With like large protruding Hershey Kisses on the end. And then like a ridiculous wig and this person may just be living their best life, but I mean, what on God's green earth are you wearing? And like they're always like protruding. What did Trump say? Oh, I was just, his shirt was, his nips were protruding. It was a true disgrace. Like, I mean, this person is a shop teacher wearing this stuff. And there was a lot of internet backlash. In fact, this teacher has been a shop teacher for a very long time. Now I want to be careful. I think that I'm honestly like, what they're doing is not hurting anybody. So it's like you have to kind of be careful with like, I mean, it's ridiculous, but like I guarantee you everybody that goes to this school knows about this teacher. They've, it's like it's a meme. Everybody in town knows this teacher. I'm sure of it. But like the internet took all these ridiculous pictures and they're like, this person's a lunatic. I mean, to me, I'm more worried about, all the shorts that I do on this channel where there's these teachers who are like, oh yeah, I get aroused when young kids come tell me that they're exploring their gender. That's who I'm worried about. I'm not necessarily worried about this guy because it's like, I don't know. Am I crazy? Like, it's not like that big a deal. I mean, it's ridiculous, but I'm more worried about teachers that are like, you know what I mean? Indoctrinating kids. Now, there's a lot of outrage about this. So breaking, Oakfield High School has come out in defense of a male teacher who has been wearing a massive prosthetic bust, complete with protruding pokes to class. Now, in the email, so the thing is, like, it is kind of like, it's inappropriate for school. I mean, I think we could all agree on that. But like, I'm sure this guy gets crushed. I'm sure everyone just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I almost feel bad for him because unless he's like getting off on it, because it is like weird fetishistic stuff. You see this, the school defends this teacher. Ontario High School, at the center of the controversy for having male teacher teaching young students while donning a large prosthetic bust, has issued a full defense of the teacher in a newly leaked email sent to parents. On September 16th, Redux confirmed the identity and employment status of the subject in the viral images and videos which depicted a male instructor teaching students while wearing a ridiculously large prosthetic, complete with prominently protruding, whatever, okay? While the images and videos have circulated for a few days prior, there was widespread confusion and disbelief as to whether or not the images were real. Some speculated it was part of an elaborate hoax or comedy sketch. But Redux confirmed, they verified that the shocking video could be traced back to this high school. The subject of the photos is Kayla Lemieux, a manufacturing technology instructor who already began identifying as a woman last year. Prior to transitioning, she was loaned to students as Stephen Hanna. Redux has contacted the school for comment, but was declined any answers. The administrator did, however, confirm that Lemieux was an active employee at the school. Following the news, they have issued a statement to the parents, which they defended Lemieux's employment status in the name of inclusivity. Now, that isn't a reason to keep people employed. I mean, it's whether or not they're good at their job. if this person is like an awesome shop teacher and like they can meme about their ridiculous bust and all this kind of stuff, like I think that's different. But like I think that this is a little over the line. You see, especially with like the pokies, like maybe wear like a sweater or something. I don't know what I would say. If this was a woman who was like naturally built this way, I don't know if people would probably be asking for some cover up too. I don't know. Quote, we are aware of the discussion on social media and in the media regarding this school. We would like to take this opportunity to reiterate that our community, that we are committed to establishing and maintaining a safe, caring, and inclusive, equitable, and welcoming learning and working environment for all students and staff. The school defers to the Human Rights Code, suggesting that any concerns would be akin to discrimination. We strive to promote a positive learning environment in schools consistent with the values of HDSB and to ensure a safe and inclusive environment for all students, staff, and the community, regardless of blah, 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 blah. Right? The school's defense of Lemieux comes after international outcry following widely circulated photos of the teacher posted to social media. In all the 4 photos, Lemieux pairs his prosthetic bust with a very tight shirt and short shorts or skirt. The response to the news that Lemieux was an active teacher of young students was met with overwhelming backlash, with people noting that his appearance was not appropriate in the school environment where children were present. Many took to social media to get the attention of the Minister of Education and Premier. As, I would guess that it is, I maybe changed my opinion a little bit. It is a little inappropriate, like, look, this person is trans or whatever, they're allowed to exist. But like, the way that they're like wearing these giant knockers, like, I don't know. Like, I don't know if that's exactly, is that being inclusive, or is that like, others expressed offense that Lemieux appeared to be mimicking a highly spicified representation of a woman. Quote, this is so insulting. It just makes me lose faith in people. How can one single woman look at this and think it's anything but gross dehumanization of our entire gender? Despite the concerns, local media outlet BlogTO quickly condemned the outcry, comparing Lemieux's large prosthetics to female educators by facing misogynistic policy for their body shape or outfit. No. This is a conscious decision. If a woman is born with her cup overflowing, okay, that's not something that she can control, all right? And God bless her for it. But this is something that he could control. He could wear those gigantic milk barrels all weekend long if he wants, at night when he's not at school, in the morning before he's going to school. Maybe like downgrade to a D cup for when you're at school. Like, I don't think that would be that realistic or that unfair of a thing to ask. And the internet obviously is just crushing this guy. I think you see a lot of people like, that seems fine to me. It's a teacher's body. Let them do what they want with it. I kind of feel like you guys are being weirded out. I mean, I don't think that this necessarily qualifies as like something that's just normal, and that this is just like, you just let him live his life. This is a little ridiculous. They're probably into these cartoonish things, which again, totally fine on the weekend, before school, after school. You want to put those suckers on in the teacher's lounge, go ahead. You want to go, between classes, you want to chuck them on, go ahead. But while you're teaching class, I don't know if it's appropriate. And really, on top of that, the short shorts, like, I'm sure there's all sorts of bulging happening there, like, and the mini skirts and stuff like that. Like, if you want to dress like that, like, I think if this was a woman dressing like this, people would probably be more outraged. But it's because it's a biological man who wants to dress like this, people don't really know how to react anymore because they don't want to get fired and they don't want to get canceled on the internet. I think it's just reasonable for like us human beings, and I know I have trans viewers too, like, come on. Like, can we just like pick a few things where we're like, all right, let's dial it back, okay? And I'm sure that at least if they're in my viewership, my translators would agree with me too. Like, I don't think that you're oppressing this person by saying, hey, you know, like, leave those cannons at home, wear them all you want any other time. But this is the world we live in, and I'm actually quite thankful for it because it's called job security. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up on it and you hit that red subscribe button down below. And we'll talk to you again real soon.